Hi, I'm White. I write poems. My fourth full-length collection, Or on Being the Other Woman, will be published by Duke University Press in 2022. That book is part one of the project I'll be talking about today. Occasionally, I also write essays about books and art in publications like Art Forum, Free, Harper's. And even more occasionally, but maybe most importantly, I write theory essays about Black life. Often my poems theory at the same and Or on Being the Other Woman's part 3 is a little theory book, which I'm writing right now. Like many poets, I teach for a living, and also because I like it. I'm appointed in the English department at the University of Pennsylvania and to the writing faculty of the Bard MFA. As I said, part one of Or on Being the Other Woman is the book-length poem that Duke will publish next year. When I started writing in 2018, I was just happy to have found something new to write, found a new project. My last book, Dear Angel of Death, had just come out, and I figured, oh, this is a series that I'm writing. I'm going to write this poem called Or on Being the Other Woman. I'll write it down. I'll give some readings, and eventually I'll publish it. But that is not what happened at all. The first time I tried reading the poems aloud, I discovered that they had effectively broken my writing practice. I realized that years I had spent thinking about trap music, which if you don't know what trap music, we'll hear it some right now.
I go hard in the motherfucking paint, nigga. Leave you stankin', nigga. What the fuck you thinking, nigga? I won't die for this shit or what the fuck I say. Front yard.
That's Waka Flocka Flames, Hard in the Paint, which is the first full crystallization of the sound, the first big hit in 2010. I suspected trap was giving information about shifts in culture and life that Black studies couldn't keep up with and had almost nothing to say about, or on Being the Other Woman way of working through what I was learning. I was writing poems that sounded like this. These 5 tones, race simmered, emit a melodic note I've never heard anywhere. Sway Lee is composer prince of melancholy, being related to sex and money. Which way it slant, over top each outcry. Could you repeat once more the urgently communicable passions of us? And I was saying things that sounded like this. That's Waka, Drake, and Chief Keef. My vision for this writing was sonic, and I had to find a way to perform little work that expressed problematic. I had some opportunities to try established formats like lecture performance. And here's documentation of a collaborative reading video Jabad Khalil Huffman and I did together at Sable Elise Smith's Cream at the Kitchen. You'll see that documentation up right now. This ultimately felt like an satisfying format that I did not use. It was too static. And I gradually came to understand, not only was it too static, actually, it was also too institutional. And I needed an experimental performance form. Same poems work. It needed to be dialogical and conversational, mobile and modal. I needed to be able to sections and move around. It was going to be technical because of its relationship to the music, but it would also be minimalist and it would be noisy. I needed collaborators whose skill sets were very different than my own, but who were also interested in poesis as it happens in Black culture today. From a 20-minute video collaboration with the Ben Krusling, working across poems written together about the work of Chief Keef. We made this for the Poetry Project's annual marathon in 2021.
What we said a little while ago was like, I got stuck trying to say, like, is it rapping? You were like, no, it has elements of singing. It has, and I was like, oh, well, maybe we can just say like how he makes verses or says words or something like that. Because here, like in the Young Thug song that you just played, he actually didn't have that many effects on his voice, which usually he would have. And that's probably why it has more emotional resonance. Mm-hmm. Like here, is deadpan.
It doesn't matter.
You know, there's no vocal effects.
After all, if looking at a painting or listening to music that doesn't have words, I misunderstand.
It's flat, but it's not
it's
mumbling.
It's considered a function of excess of interpretability.
And actually, if you pulled up the lyrics, I don't know what he was saying. What did he say? I don't think I registered any of it.
Operational vibrations outside their physical presentation in common understanding. Not only Black people's theoretical proposals. By virtue of being improv.
Part 2 of this project is happening now while I'm writing critical essays and before July 22, when the book will drop. In the fall, 60 pages of critical writing, at least. I'd like to be shopping and presenting aspects of Or on Being the Other Woman, the poem, and the essays that I'm writing, which are tentatively collected under the title Warring. Right now, this is what I need. I don't know if we're going to see this slide. I need child care support. I'm a single parent, and I need residency space that actively supports parents who are single parents. I need workshop space for collaborating and rehearsing work. And I need a venue for presenting an evening length iteration of. Thanks so much. That's it.